and wanting who will come to your dream. Anything is possible.
What's up, everyone? There we go. Bradley Jack Design here. Happy to see you guys here on a lovely Tuesday evening. I'm trying to get my fun buttons to work. We'll see if we can get those to pop up at some point in time. But today we're going to do a lovely basketball design.
Basketball.
Good, we got those working. So we're going to do a Doug Ebert design of St. Peter Peacocks. And I've got photos of him somewhere. Plays for St. Peter's. I got 4 photos of him. We'll put that in there. And we're going to do something based on him because they're 15 seed and they won. So, yay. I can't hear this say yay, boo. Wow. That's weird.
The Bears. The Bears.
I got Bears on. Okay, so the Bears works. So that works. As long as these work.
Quick select.
Okay, good. That's all I really care about. That's all we really need. I have some other items as well. So they actually have a lot of cool stuff in their brand that I found on the internet. So I have this giant. Oh, this is supposed to be an SVG. This is definitely a ping file in an SVG. Oh no, that was a different one I downloaded maybe. We have this pattern which is cool that they use on their website. So we're actually going to go to whatever it's called. Window. Patterns. New pattern. Hold on. Double click this. New pattern. Peacock. Boom, pattern. Okay, so now we have this pattern, so now we can just make a big line. Make a big box like this. We'll make it, I don't know, just some sort of color. We'll make it this color. And then we can give this a pattern overlay of the TaylorMade logo. And then we can do a pattern overlay of that peacock. And we can do that at like multiply, and then you can see it. And that's at 100%, but we can scale it up, scale it down. That might be fun to use. I'm just gonna put it at 100% right now. So we have this just cool pattern that they use that we can play with. I'll put that in the background for now. We have the Stride logo, which apparently is not the logo. I thought I dragged an SVG that would work. Wrong. And then this is supposed to be the Peacock logo. So man, the SVGs I found online, not great. But anyway, we're gonna start with Doug here. Clipping will be lost. I don't know what Illustrator's trying to tell me. But these SVG files are not what I want. Anyway, we've got these. So I've got this big photo. All right, so these are the photos we have. Him tossing up a 3, him clipped out, and him, you know, kind of intense, and then big guy here. Now what I wanted to do initially was something like this. We've got him screaming, nice and large. You know, maybe this is behind him. Maybe this is clipped to him. You know, I just like this, just the whole aesthetic of profile photos like that, clipped out. You know, the hair's kind of a little bit wonky, but we'll just tighten it up in a couple spots. I'm going to use my James Harden beard brush, which I think I already used on a little bit of this. Just going to mask some of this out. I might leave that how it is because it's whatever. Mask out some of this. Just make it so the edge of his hair is a little crunchy. I mean, that doesn't look terrible. It could look worse. That's what we're striving for here, is it could look worse. So I do like that pattern. So I have these two photos we can put in front. I think this photo is a little bit higher quality. I think it bodes well. It's a little bit more interesting. We might use that one. So we'll toss this down here. And as you can see in the clipping, there's some sort of who's what's down there. So we'll clip that out real quick. Since this is a smart object, no big deal. We can just go in with any brush and mask this out. I didn't do anything fancy on these edits. You guys have seen me edit photos before. Did the pretty much same thing. Nothing special. So I'm gonna put him like right here. So like right where this natural line is. Just gonna kind of line that up, kind of like that. And we'll adjust this later. But I'm trying to think of balance wise. Right now it's centered. He's pretty centered. So now we have to work around things going left, things going right. I asked my Discord if they wanted me to do anything specific. Lexi wanted me to use a displacement map, so we can probably do that. We'll see if we can put this as a little larger. So I want to do something where we've got, you know, our big littlest composition. I wonder if we can put him somewhere where there's a natural break. We can have this be our middle guy for the composition. We can have him just sort of fade out. He's got his 3. You can still see him shouting in the background, which is good. Maybe we move him over a little bit. So you still see him throwing up the sign that he hit a 3, but this is over there. Maybe we move this over a little bit. Maybe even make it a little bit larger. Or maybe it's, you know, one side of the composition and you can actually see his head. You know, who knows? Maybe we have it split up so he's shouting. You know, I don't know. I'll just put him there for now. Something like that. And then we got Dougie Fresh in the front. With this here, we want something a little bit more over to this side to even it out. So we'll put this here. And I think it would be nice to have depth coming into the background of this. So we can do that as well. But what happens if we get rid of this? Yeah, it's sort of chaos. Okay, so what I want to do is let's make a new smart object via copy. Let's see what the background of this photo looks like. So it looks like this. So it doesn't give us much room to go back. It does have a nice floor to it. So we can see what's going on. So as you can see here, like this is nice. Up to here we could probably use. So let me mask out just like the top area. And then sort of this, but you know, you've got his foot in there. We could Photoshop that out. I think we could probably just put in some fake shadows. And either have him float there or just put something down that he can sit on. So let's find the right foot brush for this. Let's try this one. Hit D to reset to black, click. Convert this to a smart object. Just toss this right there. Oh, thanks, Matt. Appreciate that. We could probably turn this into a sports card just because really just change the composition of it. I just like how this photo's edited. I like the quality of the photo I found, and it's just nice and crisp. This one's okay, but you can see it's got a little bit. This one's got a little bit more contrast to it. We might tweak this photo a little bit, and that's just from this photo. Just being a lower resolution photo. Let's fix this real quick. I'm just gonna whiten his eyes a little bit, desaturate the yellows a little bit, boost them up, invert the whole selection, and then don't hit that. Go in, and then we will take a brush. And I don't think I tweaked their hair as much on these. Like I can see a troublesome issue here with this hair. Hold on. Yellows. I need to highlight this. This is what I want to turn yellow. There we go. Now it'll actually turn white. Like this right here, like I really haphazardly cut these out. Yeah, really, I looked for only photos of him from the last week. Why is that happening? Oh, it's because it's part of this clip. It's clipped within the clip. Need to fix the clip here. There we go. I mean, there's a lot of photos of him for the last couple days, to be honest. Or the last couple weeks, just because really people know who he is now. Okay, so that's good. To match the color, though, let's not hit a gradient map. Sorry, this usually isn't up here. Let me close this tab group there. Now I know what I'm hitting. Let's boost the reds. It's gonna match that. Now I boost the yellows a lot. Should match the skin a little bit. And then let's actually go into camera raw. And we're gonna tweak this a little bit more. We're gonna add more contrast because I want more contrast. Gonna up the whites and dark the blacks, and maybe give it some texture and clarity, muddying things up a little bit. Let's give it a little bit of texture. See, that's better. They match a little bit more now. Still not perfect. I think some of these settings might need to be toned back just a teeny bit. I'm going to save this right now as untitled because I hit enter on accident. So it's untitled. So let's figure out what we want to do here. Let's go to our favorite website in the world. I already looked on Envato for like peacock imagery. Oh, I did download some photos of peacocks. Hold on, where are those guys at? So I got this photo of this peacock here. Let's see if we can cut this out. So we're gonna cut this out.
Quick select.
But because it'd be cool if there was like a little peacock just like walking on the ground next to him like this. We'll put that there. Like that would look nice. So let's do that. How do you do, fellow kids? What's up, Matt? Let me select subject and see how terrible it is because the background's green. Wow. Selected it pretty decently. Alright, let's select a mask. And then we'll just pretty much manually mask this out with the eraser because it doesn't know what it's talking about. Let's see what we got. Yeah, it's like this isn't the peacock. This isn't the peacock. I like this audio track in this loop I have playing. It reminds me of Phantasy Star Online, which was a GameCube game that none of you probably know what that is. It might have been Phantasy Star Online 2, actually. But on the GameCube, you could actually get an Ethernet adapter to plug in, because you can actually they made the GameCube pretty expandable. Like there was an attachment you could get and you could play online. You could play Phantasy Star Online. Yeah, I'm here for we got the whole variety of things here. You come for the sports content, you stay for how to clip out a peacock. And I know there's this like I keep seeing this Instagram story of like, oh, this is how you clip out a peacock in 2 seconds. But it's like a white peacock. I don't like that. Let me smooth it up a little bit and up the contrast a little bit. I'll make that a little bit smoother. See what that does. So his feet are going to be a little bit of an issue. Because you can see they're just kind of like that. So we might have to find some different feet. But we'll fake it. We'll figure it out. We'll go like this. Actually works pretty well. This is going to be a chaotic hot mess. So this is still, let's see what this does. It should theoretically keep the dark like that, which is what I want it to do. But I don't want it to get rid of all of it. I'm not too concerned with it. I wish they had a 3D peacock that I could just put in here, because I would have just done that and it'd be like 6 times easier. Or find a peacock that's not in green grass and has green feathers. You know, that would have been nice too. But I guess we'll see what this looks like after we clip it out. We'll get rid of all this stuff. Like, this is a little bit troublesome. We might just like fake it and just like make it real crisp and pretty. Everything else is pretty good. We'll see how this looks up here. We might add that back in. So we're going to convert that to a smart object. Actually, no, we'll duplicate it, convert that to a smart object. We're going to delete the layer mask. I'm going to put this on white. I'm going to take this background, and I want, if this layer is white, I'm going to blend it in. Kind of like that. And then we got the peacock on top, so it looks like that. So this is beneath the peacock, so it's just this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mask this out. And all I really want to do is I just want to plug in just a little bit of this plumage. You can kind of see behind it, but I want this to still have some sort of substance to it. Because right now it doesn't have a lot of substance because it's just white. I might as well have screened it on. So this hopefully will give it a little bit more definition. See, like that looks a little bit better, you know, just that. Maybe we set it to like 50%. That looks better. Okay, so for this, let's pull out the pen tool for giggles. Or just because. And let's just go like this. Because I just want to make a nice, smooth, fake line as to where these plumes hit. So we're just going to go like this. And be like, oh, look at this. Look at this nice, pretty peacock line. And I'm just going to use this as a selection to mask out pretty much the rest of that. Kind of like that. And that might be fine for what we want to do. So let me go in here and let me paint some of this back in. I need the brush selected before I can paint something back in. So we'll paint some of this back in like this. Save and go back. It looks like that. Is it realistic? I don't know. Do I care? Not really. It's peacock, so you know it's gonna be cool anyway. We'll get rid of whatever this weird area is. You know, some feathers we don't need, and then we can just go like that. Sharpen it up a bit. Same here. Sharp, sharp. A little off. Sharp. And then we can just go here and sharpen this up a little bit. You know, if I use the pen tool, it would be sharp already and I wouldn't have to do this, but whatever. Okay, so let's go back here now. Figure out what to do here, because this is a little weird. Let's just fake it. Because you know what? Who knows? Who's one to tell you that this is how this specific peacock's feathers look? You don't know. How do you know? You don't. What's up, Heston? So we're just gonna curve this out. Kind of like that. Let's see how bad this looks, just because of that area. Yep, we'll save that there, but we'll also save this to my desktop. Right click this, place contents, peacock profile. See? Peacock. What do you know? Nothing. Let's just go to Google peacock legs. Oh god, hold on. Okay, we're good. Okay, it's photos of peacock legs. Never know. So should I have this like say Doug in like huge letters? You know what I really should have done? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Hold on. Hold on. You guys might know what I'm looking up. Okay, can't find it. Large, medium. Save image to downloads. All right. Stupid web app. Hold on. Let me open this in preview. Save this out. Save as a JPEG in my downloads folder. Now it's a JPEG. Go back over here. We just put Doug somewhere. Just like copy the Doug funny. I think we're gonna do that. Do I have Illustrator open? Let me open up Illustrator. We'll vectorize that. Actually, I could probably just go. No, we'll vectorize it. Make it a little bit cleaner. Okay, so back to peacock legs. Oops. So I just want like peacock legs. Yeah, I figured I was gonna find weird ass crap like this. Here you go. Peacock legs, sure. Save to downloads. Okay, Illustrator's open. Let me pull back up OBS and you guys so I can see what you guys are saying. Great, good, great, grand, wonderful. We'll go back into our Dr. Peacock here. We're gonna give Dr. Peacock new legs. They're gonna be right here, some slightly blurry legs because this is a smaller photo, but it's fine. Doesn't matter. Okay, Peacock leg 1. Should probably go in and like actually try and clip this out, but I'm just gonna use the eraser because I'm real good with it. I'm also cutting off a toe because I can. What makes this peacock special? We'll see how this looks. Basically just need it to like sort of morph into the other one, and then we'll give it some shadows and try and make it look realistic. Maybe we'll add a puddle for no reason other than maybe something to do with splash because he hits a lot of threes, something like that. Just put in there that he's really good at free throws. Just a free throw. It's a free throw stand graphic. We stand the free throw. Like this looks dumb. This looks terrible. Let's do that. There we go. It's a little bit more of an actual talon. Okay, we'll turn that into a thing, and then we'll go like this, make it a little smaller, and put it in the same spot. Look at that. All right, great. Group these together. I'm gonna use just a really soft brush and just go like this. Look. Can you tell that it's different? Probably. Will other people? No. I'm just gonna duplicate it with the same leg right here. And we're gonna puppet warp the crap out of it. Puppet warp. Breaking the leg. Putting the leg here. Can I rotate this? Yes, I can. Bam. Puppet warp. Magic. What's up, Garrett? Look, sir, it is a peacock. Nobody tell Paul. Paul will block me. All right, so now we have our peacock. Let's see how our peacock looks. You can totally tell those legs do not belong. All right, I can fix that. It's because they're not like green. We're just gonna do this. Set it to color. Set it to hue. Color. Hue color. Let's try. I know what we can do. We can use a
Radiant map.
Wow, 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 wow. Go like this. Something realistic. It's like the lighter color of gross yellow. I think they're a little too light. I think that's really what the issue is. Let's just take some curves. Oh, it takes some
Curves.
Just change this to color. Save. Yeah, that looks better. All right, so we got our peacock. Let's take our Doug cover and let's pull that over into Illustrator. Illustrator's taking a little bit. We'll drag Illustrator over so you guys can see what's going on. Whoops. Wow, cool. I'm just gonna do a real general image trace on this, which I already have pulled up. Image trace. This used to be a filter. I'll just hit preview. It's probably fine. I can lower the threshold. I think I want a lot of paths. I want a lot of corners. And let's decrease the noise. Oh, I want so lower, higher. Paths, lots of paths. Threshold more. What about noise? Looks fine. Then we just hit expand. Grab our Doug, D-O-U-G, copy, delete everything, paste it. I'm going to make this a lot larger, like this. And then I'm going to go to effect, path, or no, effect. I'm going to hit A and grab all these points and drag them in. So it gets rid of pretty much all of the corners. Okay. We'll paste that as a smart object. Now it says Doug, because that's fun. What a great television show. We'll put this up here like this or something. I don't know. I don't want to cover his face. You know, we could toss it in the background like this. Can't really see it though. Just kind of duplicate it. I don't know, make a pattern out of it. Like that looks kind of cool. Then maybe we just duplicate it and put it up top somewhere where you can actually read it. You know, we can put a color overlay over it. Color overlay of, you know, some sort of green. Little seafoam Doug. I don't know, we'll figure it out. We got plenty of time to figure that out. Another hour to deal with that. All right, let's get this peacock. Let's give it some loving. Let's take this first top Doug, group it together, name it Top Doug. Hi, Top Doug. Okay. Okay, we already have a new layer. Let's give it some. Let's give it some shadows now. I think this shadow works pretty well. Just drag it out a little bit more like that. Drag it out a little bit more like that. Duplicate it. Move this over just a little bit, but then take this and mask out that area and mask out anything out here. Boom, look, shadow. Nailed it. And let's mask it out just a little bit from this foot. Set it to multiply and maybe at like 70%. And then maybe we make it a teeny bit thinner. Perfect. Not really, but pretty good. All right, so I want to fix this leg. So he's like walking up, but I want him to walk. You know, I want him to have his feet on the same area. There. Now he's on the same ground, and you can definitely tell that those are the same exact feet. It'll be our little secret. Let's use this foot again. A little bit smaller. What was that at? Hold on. 100%. Click, click. Okay, I did 2 clicks that time. Just drag this a couple times. Maybe we gotta drag this up and down. Peacock shadows are kind of weird. Mainly because that doesn't look terrible. We'll just group this together, name this Peacock. I do kind of want some sort of floor in here, though. I don't think I have a good generic basketball floor. What does this floor look like? So it looks fine, but we need to get rid of everything else and expand it, which is the hard part. And when I mean hard, I mean just we have to do it. Okay, let me try something. Should be able to go to filter vanishing point. I should be able to click on this and bring it up, and it'll bring up a vanishing point based on what we're looking at. And then you can use the stamp tool and you can erase things based along the vanishing point like this. And it theoretically will follow the same line. So I can go right here and we can go like this. Send it back. Super muddy, super terrible, not what I want. I think we can do a better job. All you gotta do is just make sure you're in the same surface area. I can use a much softer brush. I can do it at like 66% and just gently get rid of that. And we can just go up here, go right here, just gently get rid of it. It's a happy little floor plank of wood. Another good show, Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Just a plank of wood. There, okay, he's gone, that's good. We gotta get rid of this guy now. That's gonna be just as easy. Erase, 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 erase. Oh, except not. This is where it would actually become more handy, using the vanishing point. But this works for now. I think I just need, the issue is I need to select the same area like this. I'd probably be better off finding a super hilariously generic stock image, but we're not going to do that. What happens if I content aware this? How good is that? How good is that going to content aware out? New layer underneath. Content aware fill. Add that in. Add this in. Add that. Just hit enter just because. It's not the worst. That's what we strive for here on the stream, is just make it not the worst. You know what's gonna happen is I'm gonna do this and I'm just gonna replace it with like some generic empty court photo. Hold on, I have an empty court photo. I took a photo just for this particular instance. Let me find it. Because I do not remember when it exactly was. Here we go. Bam. January 25th. Oops. Let me airdrop this to my computer. Alright, so we can get rid of that. We can hide this. We can wait for this to airdrop to my computer. Click. Theoretically, it should airdrop. Oh no, Bluetooth turned on, that might help. I sent it to my iPad on accident. Let me see if I can airdrop that to my computer. Okay, one of them went. Oh, you know what? I did date modified, not date added. Alright, so here is a lovely photo of UD Arena. From when I had really, really good seats there. So we'll just scale him up a little bit like that. And we'll just plop this inside this mask. And look, he's got a nice floor to stand on now. And maybe we'll tweak it a little bit like this. And then we'll just get rid of, we'll have it fade into the background like that. There. Nice little UD arena. Love it. Let's get rid of this in the background because it's very distracting. We got our peacock. The shadows don't look great, which we can tell now because there's an actual floor. We shrink these down. I'll make it look a little bit better. It's fine. Let me go in here with just like I don't know what I'm doing. It's a peacock. How do you draw peacock shadow? Okay. I think that's good. Let me group these all together. Shadows. I should probably go back and do this thing called
Save as.
Okay, that's saved. Let's use one of these guys on this. Let's use, I don't know, yellow fix. Edit the peacock. Looks way cooler now. Great channel mask. There. There. Peacock's got a little bit of grit and grunge to it now. What else do we want to add to this now? And what color do we want to make this? I think green's a good idea. I think we just got to figure out what quality green. Oops. Don't know why I thought that was actual text. Thing is, we need it to contrast enough with the background. And we need it to really just contrast enough with the background. Here we got Doug. Something like that. Got the 3 there. Let's take this and let's not convert that to a smart object. Let's duplicate it. Delete this layer mask. I'm basically just going to add his hand back in. That's something I like to do. Yeah, I gave Garrett the super awesome James Harden hairbrush because it's super awesome and comes in handy so often. Paint his hand back in, kind of like that. Yeah, a little bit more natural. Maybe we give it a shadow or something. That might look a little funky. Okay. Let's see if we can find some actual logos. So this is what we have. So this is St. Peter's. So this is where I took this cool thing from. But on here, it says this is the Peacock logo. This is the SVG I downloaded, but this SVG is not an SVG. And this is what I was trying to get with the Strides logo. But this is like 2 SVGs or something. Because it was a lie. Okay, that time it worked. We'll toss this, we'll put this in here somewhere. But then I pull it into Photoshop. Why does it look that way? That doesn't make any sense. Hold on. Flipping around will be lost on round trip to Tiny. Hold on. That's so weird. So this is the SVG file. So the SVG file pulls up like this. But then when I open it, it's just this. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Even if I come back, like, it's nothing. It's real weird. St. Peter's, what do they play in? They play in the Mac, right? Macrumors.com. Mac basketball schedule. Is it the Mac? It's not this Mac. I'm thinking of a different team. What conference are they in? Yeah, they're in the other Mac. They're in the Mac. There's too many. Why are there two Macs? Doesn't make any sense. All right, we'll see how good this website is. Oh, they're with Fairfield. I hate Fairfield. Gotta love Fairfield. Schedule, men's basketball. Ugh. St. Peter's. I can already tell this is going to be terrible. Oh, it comes to their website then. St. Peter's. Athletics brand guide. Sometimes you can go to this and you can just do this and boom, here's the mascots. Okay, I have a ping file. Damn, that's huge. Alright, I should just done this. Ping file. Dang, that's giant. Cool. Now we get to see if they're actually ping files. Are they actually ping files? Maybe, maybe not. I really hope they are. Yeah, they are ping files. Okay, so let's take this peacock. Like, this would actually be good for some sort of flipping. Like, in my mind, it would be great to have this as some sort of clipping shape. You know, so maybe if it's like this, and we have this clips to that, but it's white or something. Or no, this is behind it, and then this is that, and we have it colored. We could probably introduce color into this. I mean, they used like navy and white. You know, something like this. Where we have the pattern, and we have the pattern here, but this is such a luminosity. Or a different color. Or maybe we don't do that, we just have him going like this. You know, we can just clip this guy, Big Doug, to that. And then pull this out like this. Now I gotta fix the clipping of Big Dougie here. Just because I know I had the idea I was going to do that with him, so I didn't go in and adjust any of this. Let me just select modify contract 1 pixel. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, it's way better. So I like this Doug screaming. So we can still have him screaming like off to the side. We still have our peacock in this coming out. Maybe we can figure out a way to have some sort of exit coming out here. I think if we have him screaming, I want to get rid of that. So we got Big Doug. My tops order has shipped. Wonderful, lovely. Take top Doug, move him over here. He's still on top of this basketball texture, which is fine. Peacock's not, though. Maybe we don't clip the texture to that then. Oops, that's the peacock. Like that. Maybe we just like, bam, super cool, dynamic angle. Delete layer mask. I don't really like that. Let's go back. Okay, this looks cooler. Because it's got a little bit more depth. The Peacock's just kind of doing whatever they want, though. Maybe we have the Peacock stand right here, so he's still standing on the back. Maybe we flip the Peacock around. So the Peacock's going this way. All the action's going to the one side, so maybe we have the Peacock go the other way. Maybe we can just drop down this Peacock like that. I think that might help. And just erase that there. I think that's good. Let's hide this Doug text for now. Hide. I apparently opened up Bridge. So Bridge is now open. Quit out of Safari. So chat's gone. Way to go, Brad. Let me pull you guys back up real quick. And chat. Okay, we're back. Alright. So this is what we have going on. Let's put this Peacock back here a little bit. I want him to break the plane of this for more depth. Oh, we have we need to get rid of his arm. We didn't do that. Alright, let me put these, combine these together. Mid Doug. Okay, we need to take this Screaming Doug and we need to add a selective color layer to it because we need to get rid of so much of that red. We need to add some yellow to it. We need to take the yellows. We need to take away a lot of the magenta. Brighten it up a bit. And add some yellow. And you can barely see what this is doing. Let me go to the reds. So you can lighten it up. That's fine. See, the issue is I want to pump it, but I want to pump it and I want to add a lot more yellow to it. Let's add another selective color layer. Yeah, that's going to look better. There, that's matching skin tones a little bit better. Penny has come to get her water. For Tuesday water in the basement. With Doug here. We've got some areas screaming for some text. That would be nice. I think I want to fix his hair up a little bit just because you can really tell how it looks. Let me just save real quick. Like that's what his hair looks like though. Like his hair is real. Oops. You know, his hair looks like this. It's like there's not much we can do. I know something we could theoretically do though. So we're gonna make a new edit contents. We're gonna make a new smart object via copy. Just gonna turn it to a different smart object. We're just gonna delete this layer mask. Delete the layer mask, save, go back. Quit out of that, save, go back. So it looks like this now, which is fine. But we're just gonna blend if anything underneath. So it kind of looks like this. So we're gonna group this together. And we're only gonna paint back in around the hair like this. So that looks better already, which is good. You can see I added and flattened out some areas, which is fine. So let's take these two guys and combine them. And then mask to that layer. And then go in here. And if you take an overlay brush at like 25%, and sharpen some of this up a little bit. That is not what does not look good. Whatever I just did, no bueno. So we're gonna combine these together. And instead, I'm gonna clip these back. just gonna take some dark areas like this and sort of just apply it to the front. Because that's gonna darken up what his hair looks like. Then we still have this like weird ass area there. His hair's kind of funky and troublesome. So maybe we'll take our Doug and we'll put it like right there and have it say Doug. You know, we'll cover it up. Something like that. I think using this text of Doug would be cool. It just depends on how we put it on here. I'm trying to find like a dynamic area for it. So it says Doug real huge. You know, kind of like that. I don't know if I'm sold on it being green though. You know, we definitely need it to be more than... I don't think black's gonna work. White. Yeah, black's not gonna work because of that. Let's hide it for now. So this is a way of compositionally. I like everything going on except, so like I like this. This looks cool. This is unique. This is dynamic. I'm gonna give this a gradient overlay. I'm gonna set it to -90. We'll do 50%. Just sort of gradations. Let's take Big Doug. Biggie Doug. Like this. Put him up here like this. Coming out of the Peacock. Good for him. Take Mid Doug. Such a mid. And put him like right here. So then we've got our little trifecta going now that we usually have. Question though is, do we then crop Mid Doug to the inside like that as well? Or do we let him fly high like a peacock? Which is also a flightless bird. Fun fact, I believe they have peacocks at the Cincinnati Zoo. Or the Columbus Zoo? I think it's Cincinnati Zoo. They just walk around. They just like walk around and hang out. Which is fun. Let's do this. Let's just do our nice little trifecta. Let's take this and put it back on the peacock like that. Invert the whole color of what we have going on. We could then theoretically, I mean, we can take this logo and just kind of have it in the background or something. I don't know. We can take our Doug smart object. We can now have it say Doug right here. It kind of fits. Kind of flows with this angle. We could also put it right here. Come on. You know, Doug. That's kind of fun. I think I really just want to completely mask out. Like, I just want to completely destroy this hair. And just do whatever I want. And I really just want to go like this. But make it look somewhat realistic. But that's not what his hair looks like. His hair floofs out in the front, you know? That doesn't look bad. It could look worse, like we said. Do we want the shadows to be within the inside of this? I think so. So let's take the clipping mask and just apply to the shadows. Shadows. And then Little Doug, Top Doug. It's like Top Gun. Just apply this to the shadows. Save. Okay. So that's fun. Let's add some crap on top like we like to add. We got plenty of time though. We got a good another 30 minutes to polish this up. Add some cool things to it that we like. Let's make that pattern in the background a little bit bigger just because we can. It's very easy, 150. And now it looks like that. Cool, cool, cool. Cool beans. Hey, look what I have up on bridge already. These fancy little things called lens dirts. Have you heard of these lens dirts? I use them all of the time. Bam. Look at that. Instantly better. A+, gold star. Alright, let's shrink bridge down a little bit so we can see what we're doing. Let's pull up some of Ethan's stock images because Ethan's mega bundle is the best. With some light effects, let's pull some lens objects. These are really cool. I think I use this one all the time. I just want some cool stuff that's just going to be like peeking across the whole thing. You know, like this. And then we can just throw a levels layer on top of it and get rid of a lot of the white. So then it's just the colors like this. Doug. I feel like the background needs a little bit of texture, but I don't know what to do. I don't want to just put like a paper texture on it. I'm open to suggestions. I wonder if Envato has like a peacock feather. Like that would be nice. Peacock feather. They have a lot of peacock photos, which is cool. And like doing something with like a close-up peacock or something that has the pattern of a peacock would be sweet. But it's not what we sort of have already. Go away, honey. Like this is cool. Incorporating something like this would be nice. Just like this really high definition texture. Let's download that. Maybe we can use that as a texture, or maybe even a displacement map or something, because that would be a super cool displacement map. Like the idea of keeping the background white and maybe add some texture, but not a high opacity. A peacock feather would be cool. Yes. What I was going to do, let's see what this texture looks like. You know, like this, but like 1%. But like, why is it there? You can barely tell what it is. Who cares? I kind of want to put another peacock head on here somewhere. Like, it'd be cool, like a peacock head spurting out over here. But a peacock feather would just look nice. But the issue with the peacock feather is it's like, it's not like a feather like this. It's real skinny, just has like the top, I think. Yeah, like you can barely see it. What I would want is a peacock feather isolated on white, theoretically. That's how the Booleans would work. So I kind of just want to grab this, like this guy, and put him like right here. See what that looks like. I don't want it to be too busy though. And that's just the only issue. If I do that, it might be a little busy. Especially since that doesn't go all the way down. You're just like, hey there, another peacock. How's it going? The texture of the background's not terrible right now. It's not great. It's real subtle. I'm starting to own up to it a little bit more. I think what it is we have depth here and here. This is all flat and the same. How can we add more depth behind them? And we can do that by adding another layer to this and doing this, setting it to multiply, something like that. We can group this together and give this an inner shadow. That's at 90%. Not overlay. We'll just set it to multiply. I really should grab one of these colors like that. Set it to multiply. And then distance, I don't know, 30, choke 0, 60. There, that adds a little bit of depth there, which is kind of nice. I can also take this mid dug, duplicate that. I don't know, I like taking this background color, turn that into a shadow, and we can put that on top of this big dug's head, like this. Set it to multiply at like 25%. And then just puppet warp it. We'll just move part of it like that, part of it like this. Then we got a little bit of a shadow on there. Maybe we make it 50%. Filter, Gaussian blur, 3 pixels, 5 pixels, 5 pixels. 30%. You gotta get rid of all of it down here though. You don't want any of this down here because that makes no sense because it's graded it out. Okay, what were his stats? Doug Ebert's stats. Doug Ebert stats. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Okay, so he had 20 points. Can't see any of this because it's somewhere. There we go. Ugh, gonna have to change this font. Just use Arial Bold. Okay, what do we want? We like points. He had 4 rebounds, which is kind of whatever. I want his game split. No, I want all of his stats. I don't want the box score stats. ESPN's failing me right now. This button. Box score. Okay, so Ebert. He was 8 from 8 on free throws. 4 rebounds, 25 minutes, I guess. I made that the same. Hold on. Nope, don't want that. What's a font you guys have been liking that's not Dharma Gothic? So I don't make this Dharma Gothic. So those were some of his stats. And we'll put on there versus Kentucky and then versus Murray State. We'll get those separately. Murray State. And we'll probably switch these up so it's minutes first. Box score. He only had 13 points the second game. He was 4 for 6. We could also just have it say like Sweet 16 bound. That might be better. Like 13 points and like 4 for 6 is like, sure. Whatever. I'm like looking at the stats and it just looks like the number for St. Peter's doesn't equal 70, but Murray State would. It's kind of funky. Oh god. Video loaded from ESPN. I did not want it to load and start playing for no reason. Okay, let's add more of these light objects. Hold on. I just like these. I bought them. Better use them. And boy, do I use them. Because they're awesome. Okay. Swing this across the side. Just like shrink this up like this. Oh, rainbow going across there. I'm gonna group these together. We'll see if we want to use these. Let's get rid of some of these. See, I could add this other photo back in. Like real small. Like a real small Doug. Tiny Doug. Just kind of look weird though. I like just the 3 option instead. I think that's what's missing, a little bit of light editing. I'm gonna do a little bit of final editing now. I'm gonna make a new layer, combine everything together, turn it into a smart object. Oh, I was like, where'd camera raw go? We'll do some camera raw edits. No, let's like, I'm gonna go like extreme with some of these numbers just to see what it looks like. Yikes. Let's see here. Curve. Highlights we want to dumb down. The lights we want to dumb down, but that's going to muddy the color up, so we don't really want to do that. Let's see here. Color grading. Yeah, see the color grading is where we can add in a lot more of this color back with the skin tones like that. Highlights. Can do the same. Maybe we make the highlights light green. We'll go real extreme with it to see how we feel like it would look. It's like orange doesn't look bad. Then the shadows we can make blue. Kind of like this. And then I don't know, blend 100, whatever that does. Calibration. Change the blue primary to look like that. The green primary, up, down. Red, up, down, up. Enter. So it goes from that to this. A lot of great stuff at the end that we're gonna do. Like that's night and day. Turn that on, and then we'll add on some of these LUTs. Let's see what these make it pops look like. We already did a lot of editing though in with camera, so these are probably gonna blow out. So let me set this to like 25%. And we'll use teal and orange because we have blue, teal, and orange. These are going to be super subtle, so let me set it back to 5. Doug's gonna love this. He's gonna actually see this on social media and say something about it because he's a human being and plays for a mid-major school. Okay, get rid of those. Okay, let's grab this guy. We got middle Doug here. Oh, you know what? We don't need his arm anymore because his arm is... Oh, what? So we could take his arm and have it go over the top like this. This might actually look nice. Get a normal brush. See, his arm's cut off a little bit, so we can't really do that. We just kind of go up like this. And where would his arm... See, I can't do it though because it looks like that. Okay, we'll just get rid of that. Good. Doesn't matter. Okay, so we're gonna select, modify, contract, 2 pixels. We're gonna just give everything a little bit of a fringe. Just a little light fringe. Just like how it looks. I do this in a lot of my stuff. It just shapes, it just gives your object a little bit more shape. Make a new layer, go like this. Let's turn it white. And then we'll do the same thing. Like that. Gives a little bit of shape. Copy both of these layers, and we're going to do the same thing to Big Doug. Paste these right here. Thanks. I don't really need to paste them because I'm going to do the same thing, but select, modify, contract. We'll do 3 pixels for this guy, delete mask, invert. We'll have this be like 8.5, just a little bit larger, or 8.6, just for no reason. Save. And then small Doug, top Doug. Do the same thing. Bam, bam. Highlight, select, modify, contract. Usually we would do a little bit more in-depth, you know, lighting if we needed, but we don't really need to do that on this one. We're just adding a little bit of a fringe. And you know, we'll get rid of it in certain spots that it might look weird. Or we set both of these to luminosity, that might help. Like that white fringe is a little too much. I'll set it to like 40%. Let's do it to the peacock too. Let's give the peacock a little bit of lighting. Paste this on top. Grab that there, peacock, select, modify, contract. 2 pixels, delete layer, mask, mask, invert selection, 4.5, drag that on top up there. There we got little peacock strutting a little bit now with some lighting on him. Let's take this background. So Dayton's court, super light. So we're gonna add a selective color on top of that. We're going to get rid of a lot of cyan, and we're going to darken a lot of it. We're going to do the same thing to the yellows. And I think really we just need to take a curves layer and just make it darker. Like that. Darker. More darker. Backer. More backer. Yeah. Do it again. I want to make it more orange, so we're going to add some magenta, black, yellow to the reds. We're going to boost the reds a lot and then add a lot of yellow to it. And then some black, and then get rid of the magenta. Yeah, that looks good. Perfect. I really don't know what other text to put on this, you know? We have Doug. Like, we can put his stats on here. But it's not like he put up like 50, you know? Like, these are his stats. And they look terrible right now because I haven't done anything with them. I don't think I have a hand-drawn font. Let me look at my handwritten fonts. So permanent marker doesn't look terrible. But I want to make it like super small. Like this. And you can't really see any of them, so what's the point? It's just a little empty in some of these areas. So let's grab some stuff to put in the front. Is this the mascot logo? And like actually the logo? Because this little sumbitch is going right here in the bottom corner. Let's do that. Let's go to view. New guide from layout, dead center. Look at that. It's already in the corner. I want a little bit more in the corner though, so we're going to put them right there. And let's take my logo, which I had in a library, but I think I got rid of all my libraries because they were taking up too much room on my computer. So I got rid of them. Oh, here we go. Boom, my logo. The issue with my logo is it's a little light. Now you can see it. You can also just make it black, or we can just give it a little bit of a color overlay. What are you booing, Garrett? Garrett, what are you crying about? Bridge. Lens flares. Make it pop. Oh, I want light leaks. I love these light leaks. I love this light leak. Oh, me abandoning libraries? I put a whole bunch of stuff up in there on my libraries. And then the libraries actually... Let me learn you something. You go to library. Now I can find this on a Mac. It'd be the same on a PC. You can go to application support, Adobe, and then if you go to Creative Commons, so Creative Cloud Libraries, like it's 26 gigs. Like what is 26 gigabytes? My libraries are taking up 26 gigabytes of all the stuff I have in there. And it's pretty much everything that I have here in Bridge, but it's here on the cloud. But it's taking up 26 gigs of my computer space. Like, it's terrible. Okay, what else are we going to add to this? We got Doug. Should probably have his last name on here. What does the Doug title look like? Doug title. Screen. Because it says Doug and then it says something else. Oh, it says, okay, so like Doug can't dance. Really, I can just put on here his last name in just like this handwritten font and it'll be fine. We want it to be the same though. We want it to be black, just like Doug. It looks funky though, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a new file that looks like this, and we're gonna go to my downloads folder. We're gonna take this nice big old peacock we got here, peacock feather, a peacock feather. We're gonna. Do I have those actions in here I made on stream randomly? Something called stream actions. I might have deleted them. Yeah, I deleted them. That's fine. We're gonna toss a good old
Radiant map.
We're gonna combine them together. We're gonna filter. We're gonna blur. We're gonna Gaussian blur, 3 pixels. And then we're actually gonna take like a little bit of a curves adjustment and lighten this bitch up. Lighten this bitch up. Save. Peacock displace. Desktop. Photoshop. Not 16-bit. Not 16-bit. Great. Okay, so now we're gonna turn this into a smart object. Go up to filter. Go to distort. Go to displace.
Displacement map.
And we're gonna do that, and that's gonna jiggle up the text a lot, and that looks really cool. Coolly cool. Curb your enthusiasm. Oh, come on. I displace it 1 and 1, it does nothing. I do 2 and 2. There. Now it's kind of the same, but not at all. But kind of. Kind of the same. Where's the Doug text down here? I'm just going to put it in the same spot. There. Doug. Ebert. Let's double click this. We're going to convert to shape. And we're going to make our area larger. I'm gonna take this E, I'm gonna take this D and move it down. Hello. Hello, you. Alright, hold on. I want this. I want to select all of these lovely guys and gals. I want to move you. Paste. There. Jesus. Copy, delete, paste. Paste. New layer, paste. This is so dumb. Fill. Paste. Paste. All I'm trying to do is... Let's do this. Copy, copy, copy. Copy. There. I'm just trying to take these letters and just make them a little bit like this. And that's taking way too long. That's all I wanted to do is just do that. Jumble them up a little bit so they're more like Doug logo. And it says Doug Ebert. It looks kind of the same, but not. But the letters are messed up, and that's all we care about. Alright, we're going to add anything else to this? No, we're about up on time. Looks pretty cool, though, for an hour and a half. Let's add those camera raw filters and see how everything looks. And then add this guy up at the top. Looks pretty sweet. I know what I wanted to do. And I think we have time. Yeah, we should have time. It's not going to take me 10 minutes to do this. I'm just getting a flag from Envato. Which I will show you in a sec. I don't really like that one. Hold on, gotta find another one. What does this one look like? Okay, we'll download that. And we'll download that. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to find mid-Doug, drag and drop, state racers logo. Brand toolkit. Download full brand guideline. Athletics. Is athletics in here? Answer probably not. What division are the Murray State Racers in? They are in the Ohio Valley Conference. Ohio Valley Conference. We'll go to the Ohio Valley Conference website. Open up both of these flags. Wow, this website is super broken. Hilariously broken. Terrible website. Okay, we're gonna drop these in here. This is the worst. Okay, so we got two flags. So we're gonna open up these flags, get rid of the shadows. Come on, get rid of the shadows. Okay, this flag is going to be skip permanently. Stupid index, hold on. just trying to find Murray State logo, which I've had on my computer at some point in time. Perfect. This is what I want. Okay, so we've got, this is the Murray State flag. So we're gonna have this be the little Murray State flag, and we'll make this yellow. So we'll make a new layer on top of this, set to multiply just because it's easier. And we're gonna turn this yellow. We're gonna highlight this and crop it so it gets rid of this stupid drop shadow that we don't need. We're doing this real fast and real haphazardly. I'm assuming that left tackle everybody wanted is now a Dolphin. Forget his name. Okay, scribbly, 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 scribbly. Bam, yellow flag, great, cool. Hide these, white, just mince gradient map, this one.
Gradient map.
Black and white combined together. Blur. Gaussian blur. Save this as flag displace. We'll save this to the desktop. Good. Go back. Command C. Undo. Yeah, we'll keep that. We'll keep the gradient map on there. Combine. Filter. Distort, displace, gradient map, 15 and 15, flag displace. Dang it, it's not 8 pixels, stupid file. Hold on. Murray State flag. Open recent. So I gotta make sure. That. Save, quit. There. Filter, distort, displace, 15, 15, displace, multiply, select, mask, invert mask, Murray State flag, sort of, but not really. Save. Go back over here. Take this, right click, replace contents. Murray State flag. Whatever that says. Place. Hide this, put this up here. Behind mid dug. Kind of like this. Just a little sacrificial flag, letting them know that they surrendered. Fun little thing. And we'll just do the same thing here, but with Kentucky. So first thing is we will do the same thing here, black and white with a gradient map. And honestly, I would spend a little bit more time fleshing out the details of how this looks. Adding on multiple layers just to make it more realistic as like how it folds. But we don't have time, theoretically. What am I doing, guys? I'm going to image mode, changing it to 8-bit. Save, flag, whatever, it doesn't matter. Don't want to do that though. I want to save it to my desktop as flag, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Go back, get rid of all this crap I did, get rid of that. Make a new layer, put it on top of this. Find the Kentucky logo somewhere. Oh, hey, look, ping pile of a Kentucky logo. That's blurry as hell. But it's okay. We're going to steal the color. Paint this on, multiply, blue, paint, 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 paint. Paint. I could probably do like a blend if and have it only hit white spots, but this will work fine. I'll just do it quick and haphazardly. I thought this would just be a cool little thing to add. And it's me using displacement maps, which I told Lexi I would do. So displacement maps are great for either displacing effects behind light or placing an object on something to make it look realistic. And usually you have to do a blend if. Instead of a blend if, we are just erasing the area of where we colored it. So really I can just do this and get rid of it. But I need to displace this first. Filter, sort, displace, 15 and 15. That's good. That's good. So that is blurred. We'll take that and then we'll just mask it out. Invert it. I mean, it could be a white flag, but this looks cooler. And we'll save this as UK flag. Okay, then we'll go back here. Then we'll take our flag here and we'll replace the contents with the UK flag. And then we have the UK flag. We can have up here like this in the same spot. I think it just adds a little bit of some, it fills up this spot up here, which I think needed something. And it kind of looks cool. All right, so that is going to be it. We'll just add on our final tweaks. Toss this on there. Color lookup. Save. Great. All right, guys, thank you for joining me again for this lovely, I'm gonna set this actually to like 75%. That's better. Thank you for joining me to make this lovely peacock design. If you guys want to see other designs like this, check out my profiles that you can see right here. You can add my Discord, you can get in my ear and tell me to make stuff on stream like this. And that is cool. But once again, this is a cool one. Something different. Mid-major school. Thanks, EJ Kibble Design. I like that you think it came out clean. I like to do stuff like that. But anyway, I got some work I gotta go do. I gotta go get my wife some donuts. So you guys have a lovely rest of your evening. I'll see you guys next Tuesday. We'll do something else, maybe something baseball related. You know, hop in my Discord. Let me know what you want me to do. I'm always taking suggestions. Pretty much anything that I can get photos of. So you guys have a lovely rest of your weekend.